Hey guys, so today I have prepared for you a fall reading recommendations list, and of course all of these books are going to be contemporary books just because, it's my channel, it's my favorite genre, and, that's why most of you come to me for recommendations, for contemporary ones. So today I'm going to be showing you 7 books that I think are perfect for the fall season. I believe that I've talked about most of these books multiple times on my channel, but these are just some that really came to me when I thought of fall reads and stuff that I would want to cuddle up with in the fall season. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I hope you guys enjoy. First book that I want to recommend to you guys is Until Friday Night by Abby Glines. This is the first book in her Field Party series. The second book is also out, so you can go ahead and add that to your list as well if you would like. But this series is a super cute contemporary romance series that centers around this football team at a high school in the South, and football is kind of their lives there, and each book follows a different boy on the team's relationship with a girl, and this book is really awesome. This book follows West and Maggie and their relationship. I thought this would be a good pick for fall just because it takes place mostly during the fall. It starts out in the fall, and just, thinking about like the football season, high school football just started, college football, the NFL just started. So just kind of reading a book that centers a lot around football just makes me think of the fall in general, so I thought that would be a great pick for the fall. If you're into like cute romances, you'll definitely enjoy this one. Next book is another one that I picked because it kind of takes place during the fall as well, and that is going to be Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. And I believe this is kind of less of a romance book, but it's about this girl that's starting college. It's her first semester, and she's a nervous wreck. She's super anxious all the time. She doesn't really know how to fit in with people, and she's just kind of adapting to college life. And that's exactly where I am right now. I'm right now in my first semester of college, so I feel like this would be a good book to read, especially, if you are starting college, or maybe even if you're starting high school. It would be a great book to read, but I absolutely love this book. If you kind of consider yourself a nerdy reader, this is such a relatable book. The main character, Kath, is just insanely relatable, so I really recommend this to you guys if you're kind of like that. This is about a girl that writes fan fiction, and she kind of has to learn how to make friends at her new school and kind of just deal with everything, and it's just a super fun, cute coming-of-age story and a little bit of a love story as well, so I really recommend this for the fall. Next up, we have one of my all-time favorite contemporaries, and that is Every Last Word by Tamara Ireland Stone. This is another book that I believe takes place only during the school year, so that's kind of why I think of fall. When I think of fall, I think of school, so all books that kind of take place where it's like school is starting, I think of like fall books. I don't really know. While this book can be considered like a cute, fluffy read, it also does have some deeper aspects to it. It's about this girl that struggles severely with purely obsessional OCD, and it's just kind of how she deals with that in her daily life, her relationships with her friends, her family, her boyfriend, all that kind of stuff. And it's really hard for her, but it's such a wonderful, wonderful read, and I just think for the fall, it would be a nice book to kind of cuddle up with and read. I don't really know, it just felt right to put on this list. I wouldn't really recommend this for like a summery cute read, so I feel like the fall or winter would be a better time to read this book. It's kind of hard to do contemporary recommendation videos for like the fall and the winter because most people don't read contemporary during the fall and the winter. Most people are like, I seasonally read contemporaries during the summer because they're like cute and fluffy and it's like summer, but like I'm obviously not like that. I'm reading contemporaries all year round, so for me, I can find some recommendations for you guys. I got you. Next book we have is one that you've probably heard of. You've probably read it, but just in case you haven't, it's Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. This is a super cute romance book. This book starts out in the fall where Anna moves to France and goes to senior year, and she has no friends, and then she makes friends, and then she meets this boy, but he's taken, but she's like, what do I do? And it's really cute. It's like the cutest contemporary there is. Honestly, don't let the name ruin it for you because I did that. It took me like a year and a half to read this book. I finally did, and I was like, wow, I'm dumb. Should have read it sooner. So yeah, you should probably read it if you haven't. If you haven't, I would read it. Okay, cool. Moving on. Next book I have is Find You in the Dark by A. Meredith Walters. Now this is a new adult book, just to let you know. This is a little bit of a darker contemporary, so I feel like it would be more fit for the fall seasons. Like I was saying before, I just don't really think I would recommend this to read like on the beach for summer, so I feel like it would be a better book to kind of stay in while it's like the leaves are falling and you're drinking hot chocolate and it's like super cute and cozy, because that's what fall is, right? Super cute, cozy, leaves are falling. If you live in a place where you have seasons. Anyway, I just would really recommend this book because it's a cute love story, but it also deals with mental illness. So if that is something that could be triggering to you, I wouldn't really recommend this book, but if you can deal with that, it deals a lot with depression and self-harm, I believe, so if that's a no for you, then like don't read it, but if you can deal with that, if you can deal with the heavier subjects and it doesn't bother you as much, then I would really recommend this book. It's super cute love story, but also deals with that other stuff, so I think it makes a pretty good fall read, so I recommend it. Next book is kind of under the same lines as that last one, and it is Cracked by K.M. Walton. This is a dual point of view book about two boys that live in a mental hospital together. They're roommates there. The interesting thing about this story is that the two roommates actually do know each other from before, and one of them was actually influenced by the other to want to kill himself because he was bullied so severely by him. It's just really interesting to read about the bully and the bullier and how the bully is also in the mental hospital. Weirdly enough, I've read a lot of books about teenagers that have lived in mental hospitals, and this has got to be my favorite, so I highly recommend that if you're looking for something along the lines of that. And you couldn't get a Lovely Like Laura recommendation video if you didn't throw in a little bit of Colleen Hoover. So for fall, I recommend reading Slammed. You could really read any of her books during the fall. You could read any of her books during any time, because you should, because she's great. But Slammed specifically, I just felt like it kind of had that fall vibe again. It's a cute romance, but it deals with a lot of other stuff. It has slam poetry in it. And the first time I read this book was like 3 years ago, and it was during the fall. So that's why I kind of thought of it as a fall book, because I read it in the fall. You should too. So if you've not picked up Slammed or just any Colleen Hoover book, you definitely should this fall. Let me know if you haven't read Slammed so I can bully you in the comments. I'm totally kidding, but you should definitely pick up this book or any Colleen Hoover book this fall. She's so wonderful, you will not regret it. Okay guys, so those are going to be all of the recommendations I have for you this fall. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more seasonal recommendations videos, aka a winter recommendations, which I have some, then definitely let me know down below, or anything else you want to ask me. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to my channel if you've not already, and I'll talk to you all in my next video. Bye!
Don't you give up, nah, nah, nah.